One of my favorite series in coin collecting, vintage coin collecting, is the Franklin series. Started 3/4 of a century ago, ending in 1963. And then we had that big silver rush in 1980, which destroyed everything. And today, now in 2025, when can I find a quality coin? Well, tonight we address that with not only having a few Franklins, we have proof Franklins. Not only do we have proof Franklins, we have NGC certified finest known. And our price? Hundreds under that of our competition. Two particular years, right in front of you. 1956 and 1957. As the big red on the bottom says, it's the finest known. These coins were what they call in polypack packaging. Unlike today's San Francisco proofs that are in those hard plastic, the hard plastics give us a chance to maybe get a 70. And as they perfect the art of making the coin, as they perfect the packaging of our coins today, that happens. Back then, they were meant to be what they are, a proof in the packaging. Certification didn't start until the late 1980s, 30 years later. So their job was to make a proof coin. Well, uncirculated coins or coins for circulation are struck once. A proof is the coin made for collectors. It is struck twice, polished dies, that gives us that razor image. All of the Franklin proofs were what they call blast proofs, right? You see a couple of cameos here and there, which were the nature of a polished die, but the majority of coins have that same homogeneous or blast look on the coin. This is what they came in, and that is why there are no 70s. So the finest known is a 69. Here is the fun with numbers, and I love the numbers on some of these older coins, considering they're ridiculously affordable today. Our price, well, let's go. My competition's price, $575 and $495 respectively. Your choice tonight, $249.95. If you want them both, thank you. If you want one or the other, thank you. Just don't miss out. Here are the numbers. So in 1956, they made 669,000 and change proof sets. In 69 condition, again, there are no 70s. This is the highest known grade. 4,185. That's a tiny number. However, the 57 will blow that away. They made 1.2 million proof sets. Quality wasn't quite what the previous year was. 2,838 are known. And that packaging is the reason why. It's an air bubble. The coin floats around, which means the coin scratches with the plastic. Then it's put not in a hard cardboard or a box, a steel case box. It's put in an envelope. If you bought one set, they mailed the envelope to you. If you bought multiples, they would put the envelopes in a bigger box. But still, wow, huh? How times have changed. Hard plastic started in 1968, a decade later, and from that point forward, San Francisco struck all of our proofs. Prior to that, all of them were Philadelphia only. The Mother Mint making the coin for collectors. Now, proof sets as a whole started in 1950. So these are very early issues in the sequence of series. And it's still the #1 collectible set every year. The 2025s just came out not too long ago. But the numbers. Talk about how rare something is, how special something is. These are how old? 70 years old, give or take. The rarest silver eagle is the 2019 S Enhanced Reverse Proof. Many of you have heard me make reference to this before. It's the Holy Grail and the Silver Eagle, our #1 coin today. In 70 or high end, the finest known grade, there's about 10,000 of them, so about a third of the existing mintage, and it's a $3,500 coin. If you had both of these together, you barely get 7,000 coins. The rarest of the 2021 Morgans, right, was the Denver Mint issue. They made 175,000 coins, and a little under 30,000 made 70. It's rarer than the CC, the O, the P, and or the S, just because of how they graded. They didn't grade as well as the others. It is a $2,000 coin. Again, over 20,000 known. So when you know you have the finest, we love that. When you know how few of them there are because of, well, how they were packaged. And you can go back a year ago, go back 2 years ago, and the numbers changed by a couple of coins year over year. It just means you got a rock. And tonight, that is an affordable one at that. We're looking at $249.95. Now, I can't remember the last time we talked about these two, but I guarantee you this price wasn't associated. This is one of the lowest prices I've ever seen on these. And that's a good thing. When the market swings, our job is to catch it and or be aware of it, right? With silver on the rise, with gold hugging that $3,000 an ounce, people are migrating to the bullion side. Well, what do? I'm selling rarity to buy bullion. And that works for some people. I've always been a rarity guy over all else, because supply and demand always holds true when it comes to true collecting, right? Something where there's 1 million of them is more available than there's 50 of them, right? And that's just kind of the tenet. Both are good, and both are percentaged. Everybody does it their own way. But when I look at coins that, again, here are 70 years old, and there's only 4,185 known to exist, and that's 40 years of NGC doing what they do. That's an oh my. When I look at the 1957, and I see only 2,839 of them, even rarer. Less than 3,000 coins known this nice, and it's the finest grade. It's another oh my. Wow. Guys, give me 30 seconds. But again, the packaging on the early proofs, all the Philadelphia proof packages came this way. And then in 68, they went to San Francisco's hard pack. There are no 70s in the entire 50 to 63 Franklin series. Finest is a 69. These are those coins. And tonight, not $575, not $495. Our price, your choice, $249.95. That's a winner.